All right, guys, we're gonna start a new channel, which you're on, obviously. It's gonna be a little bit more BTS stuff. So we thought today would be a cool time to kind of show you behind the scenes of our boat shop, our editing studio, just kind of where we like to hang out, spend some time. So let's have a look at our awesome boat shop. You guys have probably seen it in the background of a ton of our videos. We do most of our Tuesday and Sunday videos down here. We have the amazing Vexus VX21 in the background, and this is where it lives. This is one of two bays. We'll get to the other bays after, but this is where we used to actually rig boats out. We used to do a lot of, marine installs. We did a lot of Garmin stuff, a lot of power pole stuff. This was the bay for that. Now, once we started converting over to doing a lot more videos, we sort of went away from that, made a home for my own boat, which is nice, a little bit stress relieving. I don't gotta keep it in my house. It can stay here and just have a permanent home. This is where we keep all the tools. This is all of my drills, all the batteries. This is our big tool case. We originally bought this with intentions of, for whatever reason, we were gonna put some baits in there and see how they worked out. Clearly too small, what a big mistake. This is our hoist that we used to pull the motors off with when we were putting on power poles and jack plates and all that fun stuff. And then on this side is where we keep all of my personal tackle. This is our rod storage area. We used to carry favorite rods like 5 years ago. The actual rod stands are great, but yeah. Anyways, so this is Ashton's stuff. Ashy keeps most of his stuff here at the boat shop with me. And then these are the ones that are not in my boat right now. So I run a lot of rods. I have a rod problem. I just love fishing rods. So this is some of my casting, a lot of my spinning. There's a lot of, Megabass, Shimano. There's some awesome Daiwa rods in there. You guys are gonna see a lot of Exences in this whole section. And then on this side, Johnny also keeps his rods here. So us three really fish together 99% of the time. That's why everybody's stuff is, for the most part, in one spot. Ash keeps some of his tackle at home, so does Johnny, but rods, why lug them around for no reason? They're coming in the boat anyways. All right, then this is my wall. This is the stuff that is not in my boat currently. Some of this stuff is sentimental value to me. Let's have a look. So some of this stuff is like, this is our custom color. This is actually that bait that I caught that giant 765 largemouth on Lake Biwa with Hideki. So that's that Tekko Kick Knocker in the ice color. Just some custom colors. Toshi signed that one. This is actually a sick one. So I am a huge fan of Batman. I have Batman tattoos, and Hideki's seen that, and he actually did a collaboration with DC and made this crazy Joker Tekko bait. So when we move to our new studio, which is why we're kind of showing this, we're not going to be here for very much longer. We're going to build a super cool little display for all of my, more collectible stuff, like this super sick kick knocker in the Joker scheme. So yeah, check that out. That's dope. And then they actually have a Megabass bait with my name on it. We bought this one of our trips to Japan. I thought that was cool. These are some hard to get Erie 115s, one of my favorite jerk baits in the Nishine lineup. So these are from Keep Cast this year, I believe. Some baits that I've used or retired. We have some of our plaques from this year. And then yeah, just a ton of the overall, this is a lot of baits that either aren't in my boat. These are extras or things that we've tried, things that I'm working on, either bringing into the store or not bringing on. There's some samples here of some custom colors that we've done. It's just a really cool wall. I got some of my swim baits here. This is more of like my big bait section / like cool section. I got some musky baits down here at the bottom. It's just dope stuff, man. I love fishing. This is where we spend our time. I got some of my musky rods over here. Also some broken rods over here. If you guys know me, you know that I have a lucky hat for when I'm fishing. So I kind of keep them on deck. This is my lucky duo hat. And then these are a lot of the other hats that I've kind of collected over the years. A lot of Tackle Bros hats, got some Raid hats, Garmin. This is some of my overflow tackle, so stuff that's not in the boat right now. The boat is fully packed, by the way. There's rods, reels, tackle boxes, fully packed out. This is just stuff that is not currently in my boat. This is actually a sick jacket. We were in Osaka this year for the Osaka show, and they were showing us all this really cool clothing and all the new stuff that was coming out. I'm a bigger guy, so like no Japanese clothing ever fits me. I seen this jacket and I was like, man, that one actually might kind of work for me, and I put it on and I was so excited about it. They ended up gifting it to me, so shout out to those guys for that. One of my favorite jackets. I wore this in a ton of videos. It's sick, man. Fits super good. This is all of our extra stuff. Like I got giant, like, have you ever seen a bulk spool that size? 16-pound sniper. This is one of my favorite lines of all time. Keep that super bulk. That's a 9,400 yard bulk spool, which is pretty crazy. This was the first lights out we ever got. A little sample. Where's some of the other sample stuff, man? I don't know what's there, but yeah, just some sample colors of stuff that we're either in the works of or, you know, have kind of already brought out. A lot of it's in the boat too, man. That's another thing. This is something that I'm trying to bring in right now, are these crack marks. If you guys throw swim baits at all, you basically put them on the top here of the swim baits so that you can have a little indicator. The fish never see it. Again, stuff we're just trying. We're always trying out new stuff, bringing in new stuff. Lots of duo baits that they're working on. That's pretty much our boat area. I got my flogger there, extra seats. This is where we keep everything. This is our hangout area. Now, I'm gonna walk you through here into, it's a shared office, but it's more Ashton's office than anything. It's kind of where he spends most of the time. So maybe I will get him to walk you guys through it. But anyways, we got a TV over here where we watch some YouTube videos on. This is our speaker. So like I said, we hang out in here, rig tackle. We're always listening to music. And then in here, this is our gym. There's only one person at the store that really uses it. He's holding the camera. This used to be in another area. We closed down one of the bays so we could work out here. I used to do a lot of like powerlifting. Ashton does a lot of bodybuilding. Johnny used to come in here. Summer uses it. It's just a cool spot that we all get to have and share. And then this is our office, and I'm gonna let Ashton maybe walk you through some of our camera stuff that we use if you guys care.
So this is where I hang out most of the time. This is where I have my desk over here, got my setup. We got Trav set up over here. Kind of got another room down there that we keep some of our DJIs, our drones. And then over here, this is where I like to keep all of my film stuff. So we got extra lenses, all the batteries I'd ever need, all my chargers, any like additional lens parts I need there, filters and whatnot. So before we head out on a shoot, kind of think about where we're going, what lake, get the whole setup ready, and then pack out one bag and just take one bag on the boat so it's not a crazy amount of stuff. Over here, this is kind of where I live. Got my dual monitor set up. This is where I make all the videos, keep everything I need on here. Most of the time, this is just filled with either Diet Cokes or coffees. This is kind of where me and Trav hang out. Got his setup over here. We both run dual monitor setups. Like to have a lot of stuff on the go. This guy does love Batman. I will say that. Like, #1 Batman fan. Got a little Batman chair for him over here. Over here is kind of where, if we're going out on, when we go to Japan, when we go on trips across Canada, we always need to have a lot of DJIs, GoPros on deck. So have everything lined up here. I can kind of just go grab how many I need. I got all the cages, I got all the mounts, I got my drone over here that I like to use. Got all of these things full. I got all my lighting set up over there, keep my sound in there. Anything I could possibly need, we got over here. I got another filing cabinet over here. Here is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. So any mounts that I need for like our official studio rig, anything that I need to take on set, if we're doing interviews, anything like that, I keep in here. I got all of my storage system over there in case we do travel and I need to pack stuff in my luggage. That's just storage I can have separate. And that's kind of what we do. We just have multiple storage systems of where we keep everything, pick and choose here and there, and get it all set up, and then we just travel to location. On days when he gets tired of the store, got Bully's bed.
Yes, sir.
Stays right there. Got a couple of dog bowls lying around all over the place, so he's always fed. He's a dog of his stature, needs food. And then kind of to walk you guys through the multiple camera setups that we have. We'll start off over here. This is our Sony A7R that we like to use for photos. Switch out the lenses obviously, but this is I absolutely love this lens, 100-400 lens. We use this a lot when we have two boats. I could be a mile away and still get a perfect image using this big old lens over here. It's not light. It does suck when you're on the boat having to hold this for a couple hours, but Get you guys the shots you need. This is our photo camera. We also got another photo camera over here. This is a Canon 5D Mark III. Use this for product photos most of the time. We don't take these out on the boat. This is our in-studio kind of camera. So this is the main guy that we use. This is a Sony FX3. We have two. The one Trav's holding right now, that looks identical to this almost, and then this one that I like to use most of the time. Even though they have the same, I do have a preferred camera that I use for whatever reason, and this is mine. Got a small HD 7-inch screen on here. Got the D-taps on the back here, so we have a lot of battery for the whole day. Just switch these out super easy. Runs my screen, runs my camera, gives me a good couple hours for the whole setup, whole day. I'll take extra batteries when we go on set or when we're on the boat. This is what I'm using for the drops, boat videos. That's kind of what we use to give you guys these videos.
Thought it'd be cool to show you guys a little bit of the BTS of what we do. And if you guys like it, we'll keep them rolling. Subscribe to this channel, please. Try to get it going. This is gonna be more of like a personal, just the boys hanging out, doing what we do. See you guys.